At that stage in my life, I was dating this guy, and the relationship was always like rocky because he wanted to party, and I was, getting serious in my career. I was like, I don't want to do this, whatever. The story's not about him, but it's important for the story because a lot happened. I'm rambling. So one night, specifically the night after Halloween night, so it's November 1st, we decided we're gonna take some time apart to figure out, see other people, see how we feel, because the relationship was not working the way we wanted to, or at least the way I wanted to. So we went out. I went out until midnight-ish. Now my dad had this like thing. He's doesn't do that anymore, but he used to have this thing that if you weren't home by the time he wanted you to be home, he'll basically lock the door. And his house, like if you're in the rooms, you cannot hear anything from the rooms. Like outside, you cannot hear if anybody's knocking. So I make it back home kind of late, and I'm knocking on the door. Nobody answers me. I call my brother. Nobody hears me. And I start to get a little paranoid because I'm like, okay, am I gonna have to sleep in the stairs or something because nobody's listening to me? Nobody is like, answering the door. Nobody's answering my calls. I'm like, started to get freaked out. That's basically how I do my eyebrows every day. I just make a mess and then clean it up. So yeah, so basically my stupid idea or my heroic idea, whatever you want to call it, was to go up the stairs, like from outside the building, and somehow I thought I was gonna jump from one building to another. Somehow in my brain that was gonna work out and I was gonna get into the apartment from the penthouse. So it was our apartment where we used to live, the penthouse where my room was, because I was like, it's a 2-story apartment complex. Kind of like it's our apartment block, like where we live. It's like one level is kitchen and like 3 other bedrooms, living room, everything, and then you go upstairs and that's my room, and that's outside like the patio, the penthouse area. So I used to sleep in a room there. So my idea was to jump from one building to another, and I was gonna get into the penthouse area, into my room, sneakingly. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. So I remember sitting in the edge of one building, looking at the other one, like thinking what I was gonna do. Like in my brain, at the time, it made sense. Mind you, I was not drunk. I was not high. I was just stupid. So I remember sitting like in the edge of one building to another, mind you, 6-story building. And I'm like, okay, I see where I'm sitting. I see the other building. At the moment, the jump didn't seem too far, but thinking back, it's like, what would you even process that in your head to make that jump? But I did. So I made the jump, and obviously I missed it. So instead of landing in the next building, I landed all the way down from the 6th floor into the 1st floor. I know. Saying it now sounds like, I don't know. That's why I think it has taken me this long to share it. Because every time I say it, it's like, what? Like you did what? And you're here? That's the reaction I always get. But yeah, things that happen. And thank God I'm alive and I'm able to tell this story. So yeah, let's keep moving. So I fell from the 6th floor to the 1st floor. And luckily for me, I don't know. I think it was God that just was like, today's not the day, sweetie. Because the day before, they were doing constructions on the building. And they had this like prongs things that hold the blocks. Like in Dominican Republic, the houses are not like here. Because you cannot, like there's cement. And they were building the day before. And the workers, I guess, to work on the area, they lay down some wood planks to not get stuck on the prongs. And I was able to not kill myself that night because I landed on the wood planks. I don't know, God has this like weird ways of working things out. But the fact that that was there, right there and there, to literally catch me when I fell, I think about it sometimes, and I think that's the one part of the whole accident that it's like, whoa, it was definitely not my time. So yeah, going down, I don't remember what I was thinking. I was like, damn, this really happened. And I guess because of the adrenaline at the moment when it happened, I was like, okay, something bad just happened. I was not aware of how bad, like, you know, what happened. Because at the moment, all I can think was like, okay, this just happened. I just fell from a 6th story building. I don't feel pain right now. I feel shocked. So in my head, I was gonna get up and start walking, I guess. I don't know. That's what I thought. And it was weird because I landed with one leg in between the other one, and I could like feel I'm gonna explain you what the feeling was. I could feel like I could move my legs, but when I leaned it on my other leg, it was a bone that had broken. So yeah, I ended up breaking my two legs in different areas. I broke my clavicle bone, and I broke this wrist. No, this one. I don't know if you can tell. I'm gonna insert a picture here of how I used to look in my recovery. So yeah, I broke all of that. So I fell down, I broke my legs and everything that I broke, and I was on survival mode at that time. I was like, I need to get out of here, because if I don't, I'm going to die. That was like what I thought at the moment. My left leg on the like my leg bone, I don't know, this is a little too gruesome for some people, so skip this part of the video because it's a little gruesome. So the bone literally popped out of my leg, and I could see it, and I was like, I had jeans, even the bone cut the jeans, could like it was a bloody mess. So it was late at night, because mind you, I just got out of the club, I just went back home. So I started screaming, freaking out, screaming for help. Somebody can help me. Like it was like nobody's gonna hear me. I need to scream. I need to start going on like panic mode. This is the moment you want to panic right now. So I literally started screaming like from on the top of my lungs for help. And it's November, DR, parties. I told you like in the beginning, people get crazy. They think like it's a forever party, and everybody was partying. Everybody had music going on in the building. It was like, I was like, nobody's gonna hear me. Nobody's gonna hear me, and I'm gonna die here. That's it. That's it for me. One lady that luckily went to the bathroom at that time heard me screaming, and she was the one that saved my life. And she was my first floor neighbor, or my dad's first floor neighbor. And she literally saved my life at that moment. She called people, she called 911, and yeah, they literally had to break one window to literally rescue me out. In the R, I don't know if every building is like this, but like they have this little like hollow space in between all the bathrooms when you live in a building. I don't remember what's the name of it, but I literally fell through that. So yeah, I literally fell through that, and because she went to the bathroom at that time, she was able to hear me. So they got me out. When they got me out, in my brain, I was like, okay, I could finally, I felt like in that moment, I was finally able to breathe. And in that moment, I allowed myself to feel pain. Because I thought if I start, like before I was able to get out, my train of thought was like, if I allow myself to feel pain right now, I'm not gonna be able to get out of this. So I hyper focus on not feeling pain, on just focusing on get the frick out of there. And when I finally was out, I was like, started crying. My dad started crying when he saw me. My brothers started freaking out. Everybody started like literally on freak out mode when they saw me, because it was not cute. So yeah, they got me out and they took me into the ambulance. I don't remember much about the ambulance. I just remember getting into the hospital, and they started poking me. They started doing x-rays. They're starting, like, you know, do all the work. I needed blood transfusions. I needed a lot of like patch up work, basically. I can laugh now about it because it's been almost 7 years and like my brain has like processed it and it's not as shocking. That's why I'm able to tell the story. I was in the hospital for about a little less than a month, and my whole recovery journey lasted, let's say, I think it was 2 months, 3 months, something along those lines. I know it's quick. You gotta keep in mind that I was super young. My body was in a physical state that I was strong, like so strong. I used to lift weights every day. So I think that helped my recovery. So the thing that still shocks me about the accident and all is like the town that I live in. It's a small town, and the reason that I told you the story about my ex in the beginning was because they came up with so many crazy stories. First of all, they said he pushed me. Second of all, say that I threw myself because of him, that I was on drugs, that was all these things, that my dad pushed me. It was a whole, and the real thing is that I was stupid and I just tried to make a stupid thing. Small towns, huh? Don't we love them? I was able to recover. I still have a ton of scars, but you know, I'm alive. I'll take them any day. And I've learned so many lessons out of that. It's like when you are in that situation, you, like, your whole life perspective changes. It's like you see things with a different eye, and the things that like were important to you are not as important. And I've learned to value my family way more, my friends. Like, my whole life basically changed. I'm not gonna start preaching right now, because no, when you go to life situations like that, you realize that we get so like focused on things that are are not even important at the end of the day. What's important is your health, who you have around you, and the things that are beyond you. And that whole experience made me a little less self-centered. I think I still am a little self-centered, but I don't know, that changed a little bit of the way I think things and the way I see people and the way I see life in general. So yeah, 6 years after, I am here. I am married. I have a daughter, and I am living my best life. So I guess it turned out okay. I guess, I don't know, I think. And this is basically the makeup I do every day. I know it looks a lot sometimes, but I don't know, I just do it without thinking sometimes. So yeah, I am happy I was able to share a story that has marked my life for the past 7 years. And I hope that if you gotten anything out of my story, is that appreciate what you have, appreciate the people that you have, appreciate your health, stay healthy, and don't be stupid. Don't be like me. Don't be stupid. Think a little more. If you have to sleep on the stairs or somewhere, just sleep on the stairs. Don't jump off of buildings. Thank you very much. Jesus God. I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to be subscribed to this channel for more videos like this. Let me know if you like story times. Let me know what you want to see on this channel, and make sure to follow me on my Instagram journey. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Stay safe.